Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about charlatans. That's right, those scam artists. The ones who tell you a good game, but they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. But yet, millions of people are spending money with these clowns. Don't be fooled. Just like those who tell you not to wear a mask and be safe. But nobody tells you when you get sick what that hospital bill's gonna be. So protect yourself. And welcome. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it.
All right, welcome back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about these charlatans, these people out here who you think are making all this money, but what you don't realize is they need your money to make more money. So they're giving you information that is misleading and false. But we're going to clear it up right here, right now. So let's get on with it. You can see here, we're at the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for watching the video, and please notice this join button over here for the monthly memberships. Some people got information 2 days ago because members, I sent a special private video for them only. So let's, without further ado, a subscriber sent me a message. He says, hey Eric, somebody else was talking about this condo over here. It's so cheap. It's one of these gurus online. I said, okay, send it over. So I check it out. It was in this neighborhood where they're showing this property right here, 59,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,030 square feet in Lake Worth, Florida. On the surface, this is $59,900 for a 3-bedroom condo, which would be a pretty good price no matter where you live. That's cheap, especially when it's in a gated community. Come on. So now the charlatan starts telling people to go here and buy this condominium because it's cheap. And they start giving these hypothetical numbers. And so I'll go over it with you right now. It was pretty simple. Let's say it's $60,000. Let's say you have to put down 10%. $6,000. In theory, let's say you could finance it. So your finance payments are what? $200, $300 a month? If you could do that. I'll just use, this is all hypothetical, but this is the kind of crap that they're telling people that you can do. Okay? Now, let's just say it is $300 a month, and then let's just say how much can you rent a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo or duplex, whatever you want to call this thing. Quite frankly, on the surface, you would say, okay, even if it was all good, $1,500 a month? $1,800 a month? I'm on the high end, I'm sure. But I'm just using this as an example. I know I might be confusing you a little bit, but let's just say we put down $6,000 a month. We're able to rent it for $1,500 a month. We only owe, I'll even say $400 a month. On the surface, this looks real lovely. Except there's one little problem. When the charlatan doesn't even know his own backyard. I know Lake Worth, Florida. As soon as I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. Does anybody know that there's like homeowners association dues that are like $700 a month? $800 a month? So now when you start going, okay, yeah, it's, let's say $500 a month. I'll even go lower. $300 a month is your mortgage. Yeah, well, after you add the $800 a month that you're going to have to pay, now you're at $11. So now it's not so attractive when you're renting it out for $1,300 a month, is it? $200 positive cash flow, which is not $200 positive cash flow, because we still have to figure out if we're going to have any taxes, water, maintenance, insurance. But okay, we'll include all of that, and we'll just say all in. We owe $300 a month for mortgage. We owe $800 a month for HOA. All right? So the charlatan is out here telling people this is a great deal. Well, I know this area. It is never a great deal. even if you could have got this thing for $25,000. And I'm going to show you why in a second. And this is why the first rule of real estate is location, location, location. And you better know about the location when you're buying there. So on the surface, this looks lovely. But when you start looking into it, you see why right here this says estimated payment $821 a month. There's a reason. I wonder if they even have this in here. They do not have it in here. Oh, and by the way, you can see over here on the right hand side, you're sitting there going, well, how come nobody bought this for $99,000? How come nobody's buying this for $80 or $70? And why is it still sitting here at $60? You're not understanding what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. See these property taxes? $200 a month for property taxes. See this right here? Estimated monthly cost, $821. Guess what else you left off? HOA fees are $509, even though I was higher. But as you can see, once you start adding principal, interest, I don't know why they do that. Property taxes, $59. Home insurance, you're at, well, they got it, $600 a month. Here's $821 a monthly cost is what they figure. This doesn't even include your mortgage payment or even if you paid cash. So even if you paid cash, you're going to be spending $821 per month. And some of you might be going, hey, Eric, it's worth spending $60,000. And then I get to rent it for $1,500 and I make $700 positive. I'll get my money back and about, what, 7 times 7 is 40, $700 a month times 12 is $8,400. It'll take me 8 years to break even at that number to get my $60,000. Well, it'll be 65 after you add the real estate taxes. I may be going too fast with my speech right now because I'm just a little upset because these charlatans are having people believe one thing, tell them another, you know, like don't buy single family homes for the last 10 years. And all of a sudden now charlatans out here talking about buy single family homes now. When all along, that's how he started. You know why he's telling people not to buy single family homes before? So you can put your $20,000, $50,000 with them. Pay close attention to the messenger. This is why you do your own stuff. You don't need a guru. This is the no guru zone. I'm livid about this crap. Giving people false information. Let me get into it a little further. So notice the address here, ladies and gentlemen. 4650 Carlton Golf Drive, Lake Worth. Look at here. Here's also in the neighborhood. 4630 Carlton Drive is 80 grand. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1900. Nice little golf course community. It's all looking lovely, right? So everybody's still going, how come this place is so cheap? Well, let me get you up to speed. A lot of places in this area, which is next to Miami, which is next to Wellington, they have what you call these beautiful country clubs. And this particular property is in the Wycliffe Golf and Country Club. You know why this is important? Because it's mandatory memberships. And some of you may not know what mandatory memberships are, but I'm about to explain it. See here, platinum membership, gold membership, silver membership. When you move to this location, you have to pay initiation fees to get in. No way around it. Oh, but some of you are asking, Eric, how bad can it be? I'm about to show you how bad it can be. And this is why those condos are sitting there that cheap. So I'm going to show you right here. Pay attention to this. These are the country clubs in the area. This is the equity, aka initiation fee. Here is your annual dues. Do you see $23,000 annual dues? $2,000 a month is what you have to pay for your dues after you give these clowns $175,000. Oh, right. That's Admiral's Cove. Let's go down here and find the Wycliffe where these condos are sitting. And it's down here at the bottom. So when you show up, it's even higher than this right now. But when you show up, you got to give $30,000. Now, depending on which program you got, the The silver is just so you can hang out, social BS. The gold is so you can hang out, social BS, and do some stuff with tennis, golf a couple of rounds a year. The platinum is when you plan on golfing a whole bunch. And look at what it cost you per year. 38,000 platinum, 26,000 gold, 18,000. Yeah, you didn't put that in the calculations, did you? Now, is it such a good deal when you have to pay, even at the $18,000 level, when you got to pay what, $1,500 a month for your fee plus $30,000 when you show up? So now when you buy that condo for $59,900, it's really $89,900. And after that, you're paying $18,000 per year, the equivalent of $1,500 per month. So now you're paying $1,500 a month, $800 a month for expenses, including your HOAs, and if you had a mortgage, $300 more per month. Start doing the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. $2,400, $2,500 a month. Does that sound like a hell of a deal now? For a freaking 19 condo? If you're going to be spending $2,500 a month, I think you might want a house for that. Come on. All right, let's get down to it even further without this nonsense. Here we go. We got to the private country club. You saw that. Here, we're going to do so. I'm going to do something else. Just in all fairness. Now, look at this. This is the same in the same area. Look at this rental price that they get over here. So on the surface, that rental price seems outrageous, right? Well, when it costs like $2,500, $3,000 just every month just because you stay in the neighborhood. Obviously, if somebody's going to rent a place, notice $4,900 rental, notice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2067 square feet. Look familiar? Kind of. Different square footage over here. But for this particular property, because it's an in unit, I think it's an in unit. Yeah, it's an in unit. They get $4,900 rental per month. And then, by the way, you don't get both of these garages. You only have a 1-car garage over here. But this is the rental that they're offering from a rental agent that you can see over here on the right-hand side on the screen. Now, I'm going to show you something else. In case this is what you do when you do your due diligence, in case you want to get into this program. So here. That looks cheap, doesn't it? $70,000. Does anybody notice something? It's like the same place. Except it's smaller. Nope, it's not smaller. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,067 square feet. Okay, notice it's in the same neighborhood. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Look here. You see this here? Trying to see if they have. I just want to show you right here so you can see panoramic views of White Cliffs Eastern Championship Golf Course. Okay, so this is what you do when you have your due diligence. So look at here. Now, if you want to buy this one, knowing that you can possibly rent in the neighborhood for $4,000, $5,000, but you're going to find out why you have to rent that high when you have to pay doggone $2,500, almost $1,800, $2,500 a month just to live there once you pay your fees and all that other HOAs and all that. So you might feel good about that. But how about this? What if you did your due diligence and then you know a contractor in Florida and then this happens? $19,999. Look at the address, ladies and gentlemen. See that? 10279 North Andover. This is Andover Coach Circle. This is Andover Coach Circle. This is Andover Coach Lane. Same type property, except this is a little smaller, 1,420 square feet. But nonetheless, 19,000. How many people have $20,000 available to them? But then again, how many people know a contractor in Florida? And then you're going to say, woo-hoo, this is a winner. So if you know a contractor in Florida, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Wycliffe has a Wycliffe renovation program for contractors. What does that mean? This is so significant that the charlatan ain't going to tell you nothing about it. Why? Because they don't know nothing about it. They don't really sell real estate. They don't really do anything. All they do is look for you to give them money so they can go out there and put 25% down, 30% down on properties. They don't do due diligence like this. They're trying to get big units, be a syndicator. They don't really do what they're telling you that they do, because if they did, then they would have been telling you about this. Here we go. Look at here. This guy, because he's a realtor, whoever's got this on here, they have to give you this stuff. And see this 16K equity, which is your initiation fee, or, well, 40K initiation fees now. At the end, when you move, they give you money back. And so it's probably that 16K is what you get back when you leave. But when you start out, you got to give them 40K in initiation. Annual dues is $13,000. We know it's increased. It's higher than that now. It's $18,000 minimum, I believe it was. And HOA dues are $793 because this is in a different section of the property. But guess what? If you are a contractor, you get to be in the Wycliffe Home Renovation Program, which gives contractors an opportunity to purchase and flip the home within 18 months. Okay, here's the significant part. Without paying any buy-in, equity, initiation fees, or club dues when you purchase. Now do you have $20,000 and a contractor's license in the state of Florida where you can go in here and buy this thing and flip it within 18 months and not have to pay this extra $30,000, $60,000, $50,000? You're a winner. I am not a contractor in Florida. I don't know a contractor in Florida. But I'm telling you right now, if this is still available, this is one hell of a deal. Because after you fix it up, I don't know the damages, but there is potential here. Even if you fixed it up and just rented it out, you're going to be way ahead of the game. And this is the type of information that you would need if you're trying to teach people what to do. Do your due diligence. And by doing your due diligence and by contacting real estate agents, you would have already known about this before I found it. So it's probably not likely that it's still there, but you just never know, because in this environment where the property values are dropping, where people are losing their jobs and potential pensions and all kind of money is going to be lost, people are trying to get out. They're not trying to buy in. So therefore, this could still be here, because now it's going to cost money to rehab this location, which I don't know how much the rehab's going to be. That's your due diligence. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Real estate investing 101. Know your neighborhoods. Understand your markets. Don't just go in there and think that 59,000 is a hell of a deal because some guru says so. Acting like you can do something simple when it's not that simple once you start knowing the numbers and you know your neighborhood. So anybody that saw the charlatan doing this crap would have said the same thing I said. I go, what are you talking about, man? This is not a good deal because I know this isn't a gated community. I'm automatically going to have to pay, I don't know how many extra thousands of dollars just to move in this joint, let alone the HOA fees every year. So this is why I don't like HOA fees. Some of y'all, when I first started, where I lived before, one of the reasons I lived there was my HOA fees were only $171 a month. Now, and they kept up the yard. So everybody had uniform yards, and that's why everybody had their lawns manicured and everything. $171 a month isn't that bad. And we had police coming through and all kind gated, there's other stuff going on with, these high-end gated communities, but $171 is not that much. This $500 a month stuff, The $600 or $793 a month for HOAs is just outrageous. So these are the kind of things that you have to watch for when you see properties so inexpensive. You have to think to yourself, if you don't know that area, you need to find out what's going on in that area and why things are seemingly below value. And now you find out it's not really so much below value. It's just that there's hardly anybody that can move in there when you're talking about give me $40,000 as an initiation fee and it's mandatory. And then they're telling somebody it's going to cost you $16,000 a year, whether you use the tennis courts, golf every now and then or whatever, you got to spend that money. That ends up being a lot of money out the window. So I'm just saying. So with all that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why you have all these gurus and charlatans out here trying to have you think you can't do something and have you send them money so you can read a book, come to a conference, learn something that's already readily available freely on the internet. Don't panic. It's all there for you. It's all here for you. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com or comment down below and I'll get to you within the comments. You know how we do it around here. So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.